what's poppin'? It's your boy Jay the Comedian. How y'all doing? It's a little later in the day, but it's all good. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I want to talk to y'all today about coercion. Jehovah Witness coercion. It's basically making people do stuff that they would otherwise not want to do. You know what I mean? Like, this is something I'm very used to, being a Jehovah Witness. Being made to do things you would rather not want to do. Like, I think about all the time, my father was like, as for me in this household, we're gonna serve Jehovah. And he was not kidding. He was talking about tossing me up out of that boy if I didn't serve Jehovah. He was not joking. You know what I mean? As a lot of you, I'm sure, can attest to. These are not idle threats, ladies and gentlemen. If you do anything contrary to what the Jehovah Witnesses say do, oh, you could be homeless real quick. You could be right there out on the street. This is not a game. I have to sign out of, the parking lot. Oh, yes, I'm leaving the parking lot. Bye-bye, parking lot. Anyway, like I was saying, does Jehovah even accept coercion worship? Does he? Because if he does, I really got to question his logic and his intelligence. You know what I mean? Because if I were an almighty, all-intelligent God, I'm not sure if I'd be okay with people being harassed into worshiping me, you know? Is that even how worship goes? Can you even worship somebody, like, at gunpoint? Can you? Like, I mean, is that a real thing? I really need to know. Can I run up in a strip club right now and be like, hey, everybody on the ground right now, get out. Put your hands behind your head and worship God right now. He'd be like, what? I said worship him, I'm going to blow your brains out. They're like, oh my God, okay. I'll worship him, just don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Like, according to the Jehovah Witnesses, when that happens, Jehovah's like, oh my God, did you feel that? Just a bunch of people inside a strip club just started to worship me. Oh, this is amazing. I was about to kill them all, but then I just didn't. Like, they just started worshiping me out the blue. Somebody saved their life. Like, that's how it works? Really? Because I can tell you now, I didn't want to go out of field service. But I had to if I wanted to go to the skate parties. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to be a Jehovah Witness, but I had to if I wanted to have a roof over my head. I didn't really want to come back from being disfellowshipped, but I had to if I would talk to my family and friends. If you notice, none of these reasons are because I love Jehovah, which is supposed to be the reasons you do anything inside of that cult. But as you and I know, nah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Not even a little bit. If you want to be a Jehovah Witness, it's you constantly doing things you rather not do. And if you're being honest with yourself, the reason you're doing it usually isn't a good reason. I know a lot of people who are current Jehovah Witnesses right now because they have to be and they don't have a choice. They can't leave because they know what happened. They've seen what would happen to somebody that tries to leave. Like, there are people who I know right now whose parents are not talking to them, will not talk to them, and their sibling don't want to be in a religion either, but they're seeing how they're treating their other sibling. They're like, well, I don't want to get that treatment. I would still like to have a relationship with my parents. I would still like for my children to have a relationship with their grandparents. I'm going to just sit here and shut the hell up. How about that? One of the reasons I didn't initially make this channel about, my life as a Jehovah Witness or just an XJW channel, it was because, one, I wanted to be funny and I wanted to live a comic. Obviously, I can't talk anymore. I wanted to live my life just making people laugh. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I was kind of going back and forth about what could happen, like the stake it would drive in my family, because I have a lot of people in my family who are still current members of Jehovah's Witnesses. But I just got to the point where I can't be quiet, I can't let them control me anymore. I can't. I've done it for too long. Do you know how long I was a Jehovah's Witness? I was a Jehovah's Witness for 28 years, since my inception. I would say since my birth, but it goes back further than that. My father told me when I was in the womb, he used to play kingdom melodies to my mom while I was in her womb. When I was like kicking around, he knew I was woke, apparently. He said he'd play kingdom melodies for me. So literally, the indoctrination started before I was even born. And it's probably why I'm not one now. I just remember like, oh man, oh my God, the Kingdom Melodies. Those were some horrible songs, man. The only one I kind of liked was the one that was funny. Merits and merits of brothers. That one was kind of funny. So